All right, and away from matters security, Homa Bay Town Member of Parliament George Peter Opondo Kaluma now says he will be going to Kenya's Apex Court to contest a ruling on the registration of an LGBTQ lobby group and the definition of sex as used in the case. The outspoken lawmaker spoke to the media on Wednesday and claimed that Kenyan judicial system was the weak link in the battle against homosexuality in the country. The Member of Parliament stated that Kenya must pass the Family Protection Bill as soon as possible in order to put an end to the LGBTQ madness.
I also challenge the court to reconsider the meaning of the word sex as used by Kenyans during constitution making to mean the biological state of being male or female observed as at birth, and to reverse its decision determining that sex included sexual orientation, as this opened the country to claims by over 150 homosexual LGBTQ plus gender categories. This, I informed the court in the application, would have the immediate impact of collapsing the rights of girls and women, which the people of Kenya had won through decades of hard struggle, including the two-third gender rule prescribed in the very Article 27, Sub-Article 4 of the Constitution, which the Supreme Court purported to amend without any due mandate or authority under the Constitution. On 12th September 2023, that was yesterday, the Supreme Court delivered its ruling dismissing the application for review. In dismissing my said application, the court disregarded the substance and merits of the application and proceeded on the technicality that I was not a party to the earlier proceedings and therefore could not apply or be heard on the substance of the matter. In so ruling, it did not matter to the Supreme Court of Kenya that the contestation had placed before them through the application for review was that the court had, by the determination I sought to be reviewed, purported to amend the Constitution, which amendment was affecting not just the parties to the proceedings, but all Kenyans and all human persons in the country, because it was a Bill of Right amendment. The judgment I sought to have reviewed is bad and cannot be allowed to stand, as it will set a dangerous precedent binding upon all courts and allowing the courts to make law under the guise of judicial interpretation. And this is what they did while purporting to amend Article 27, Sub-Article 4, to say sex includes sexual orientation. As already stated, the judgment renders sex a concept, moving it from the biological state of being male or female to the over 150 current gender categories abbreviated to ++. The judgment also will collapse the spaces and opportunities that we have established for women after decades of hard fight. And I wanted to emphasize that while we are saying you can determine your gender, because that is what sexual orientation is, the majority of people you see saying they belong to the other gender is men claiming they are females to take benefit of the opportunities we have established. What is our way forward, therefore? I'm advising that we have to return to the Supreme Court and petition the court to reverse its purported amendment of Article 27, Sub-Article 4 of the Constitution, defining sex to include sexual orientation. We must get the court to reaffirm the position of our society that sex means and must only mean the biological state of being male or female as observed and recorded at birth, excluding always foreign sexual orientation and gender identity ideologies. The courts have been the weakest link in the battle for family values across the world. And so it is not our surprise that our courts are approaching the matter in the way they are doing. If you remember, in the United States, up to the year 2020, you would not join the armed services in the United States if you are a homosexual or LGBTQ person. And it took the Supreme Court in 2020 to make a determination which allowed homosexuals to join the